In today's video we're going to be going through a mod that makes dying in Minecraft far more interesting and fun than what it regularly would be, making death potentially one of the first things that you will aim for when starting off a new world, potentially depending on how much you want to explore this mod itself. Right, before we get into this, if you do see yourself enjoying this video, make sure to go hit that subscribe button down below a little later on in the video as we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. As well, while you're down there, make sure to leave a like on the video as that always is helpful as well. So what exactly is Requiem? Requiem is a Minecraft mod aiming to remove the continuity break that results from death. In vanilla Minecraft, dying is planned and can be frustrating. You can lose all of your items and get redirected to a main menu where you can choose to reappear at your spawn game or quit the game. With Requiem installed, however, this immersion breaking menu is removed and dying gives you place to various gameplay elements instead. Upon dying for the first time in a world, a dialogue will be prompted towards you. In this menu, you can select whether you want to become a demon in this world and whether you choose to activate and partake in this mod or not. After choosing, you will obtain a devilish conundrum and the dialogue will not be prompted anymore. However, you'll still be able to change your mind on a later time frame using an Opulus Daramonium at a later time. I can definitely tell you now that I'm going to accidentally butcher a lot of pronunciations in this mod pack, so please excuse me for that. If you choose to become a demon and partake in this mod, when you die, your soul will split from your host and will escape to the destroyed body. In this state, you can easily fly and navigate the world in search of a new host to possess. You're going to be granted creative fly and can use the sprint key in order to navigate throughout the air, similarly how you would swim as a player. And you also have the ability to run through 1 block tall holes. In order to possess a new body and leave the soul state, you must find a soulless mob and interact with them. A crimson eye should render upon placing a cursor on the entity. The vanilla Minecraft mobs that you can do this are as follow. Most undead mobs, so the skeletons, strays, wither skeletons, skeleton horse, a zombie, a drowned husk, a zombie villager, a zombified piglin, zombie horse, and zoglins, as well as golems such as the iron golem, snow golem, and a shulker can all be possessed by you. In some cases, your body might transform after death, giving birth to an undead creature. In these few situations, the player's soul is not expelled from the dying body, but it will instead keep full control of whatever comes out afterwards. Some of the events of death that lead to a body transformation are as follow. Dying from a zombie or a drown will turn you into a zombie. Dying in lava while in the nether will turn you into a withered skeleton. Dying from suffocation by sand will turn the player into a husk, and if you do drown underwater as a zombie, you will also be turned into a drown. After finding a new host or transforming after death, you will then be forced to play as this soulless creature. You will behave very similar to the mobs that you possess, meaning that they have both the strengths and the weakness for these. For instance, a stray player will often shoot slowness arrows, but will also burn when exposed to the sunlight. Possessed mobs are genuinely slower than the human players, do not have hunger but can sprint nevertheless, do not naturally regenerate health, but there are special items that will help you heal in other ways. You do not receive any experience from combat unless wielding a humanity enchanted weapon, but will still be able to obtain some from other sources such as mining, fishing, and breeding animals, and you'll also not have the strength to swing a sword in a manner that does the area splash damage. Additionally, any passive behavior from a possessed mob will also be preserved. For example, players possessing as an undead mob do not suffocate when underwater, but may potentially convert into a drowned if you are a zombie. You cannot swim unless you're possessing a drown. You're also ignored by all other hostile mobs unless you attack them first, but golems will automatically target you on sight, as well as instant health potions hurt you and instant damage potions heal you. Special item uses in the game is raw meat as a zombie snack. Raw meat can be eaten by zombie players to regenerate health. A piece of meat regenerates as much health as it would recover food for a human player. Raw fish can be eaten by a drowned exclusive and serves the same purpose as raw meat does for a zombie. Skeletons, all subtypes included, can replace their damaged bones with new ones. To do so, just use a bone and regenerate 4 health points. Milk bucket. Skeletons can drink milk for an extra bone resistance. Drinking a milk bucket grants the player resistance for 30 seconds, and throwing a trident as a drown has a chance to keep it in hand and duplicate it, but resulting tridents are not recoverable, meaning you can't accidentally duplicate. In order to become human again and get rid of your rotting body, an undead player has to go through the purification process every zombie villager must. By getting the weakness effect, and undead players are actually able to eat golden apples afterwards. Doing so results in the player turning back into the human form. Side note, only humanoid players can actually be converted back to normal humans, but what in the case if you don't want to partake in the mod or you made the wrong choice when you first died? Well, there is a way to go around that. Crafting an Opulus Daramonium, which requires 1 ender pearl, 3 phantom membrane, 1 leather, and 1 black dye. You can craft the neutral Optimus Dynamis books, which is the base to obtain the other variants. You'll be able to write a certain phrase inside of these books, and if it's the correct phrase that does reference something in the game, you can sign the book in exchange for 5 experience levels, and the book will be converted into one of the variants as mentioned further on. The Curse Optimus Dominus allows a player to wake their demon, therefore when used they activate the mob's death mechanics. To convert a neutral book into a cursed one, you must write ad vitam aeternam inside and sign it. The Cure version allows the player to destroy their demon, therefore when used they deactivate the mod's death mechanics. In order to convert it to a neutral book into a cured one, you must write ad vitam mortale inside and sign it. And thirdly, there is a Banishment Optimus Dynamos, allow a player to cast aside their physical appearance and become a wandering spirit immediately. In order to convert a natural book into a banished one, you must write ad vitam granite inside and sign it. I definitely butchered that. There are also some interesting mod interactions that this mod also has. For example, when Origins is installed, the choice of between mortal and demon is done via the Origin selection screen instead of through a dialogue at the first step. And when outside of a regular player body, your Origin powers are all disabled. With the Golem Galore mod, all modded golems can also be possessed by default, and with the Better Never mod, all jungle skeletons can be possessed by default. There are of course also incompatibilities. For example, the first person mod makes a possessed mob appear in first person, blocking their side, and Optifine/Optifabric is incompatible with this mod as well. So make sure to remove those mods if you have them installed already, because it won't work with this mod. So now that you know all about this mod, what do you think of it? Do you want to go check it out for yourself? The link will be in the description down below. Go check it out. Go give some love and support to the beautiful creators of this mod. And if you do enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like button down below and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Until next time guys, I'm going back to the dark place which I once came. Goodbye.